What's up, fight fans? Welcome to the African Fighters. Today we'll be looking at UFC 281 going down this Saturday, November 12th, 2022, Madison Square Garden in New York. UFC 281 is going to be between the main event between Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Israel Adesanya, the UFC middleweight champion, will be defending his title against Alex Pereira, the Brazilian. Both fighters are no stranger to one another. They fought previously, both met twice in kickboxing. Both of them are high-level strikers and former kickboxers. They met in kickboxing. Alex Pereira came out victorious on 2 occasions. He won the first fight via unanimous decision, and the second fight he won via a vicious left hook knockout. But that was in kickboxing. Now this is mixed martial arts. Alex Pereira has transitioned into mixed martial artist, and now he's going to be fighting Adesanya the 3rd time, and their first mixed martial art fight. So this fight is going to be a classic fight, and I'm going to be walking you guys through this fight, the breakdown of this fight, tactical breakdown from a casual, but I'm going to walk you guys through 5 steps. The first key thing we're looking at is the tail of the tape and key stats of both fighters. Then next we move to their key weapons, and then after that we'll look at the fight breakdown itself, how I see the fight playing round by round. Then the 4th part will be the key advantage of both fighters, and then lastly I give you my prediction. So let's jump straight into this video and look at the card itself. It's a stacked card. The co-main event, we have Carla Esparza taking on defending her title against Weili Zhang. And then the 3rd fight, or the second co-main event, we have Michael Chandler fighting Dustin Poirier. So this is a massive card, stack card. So let's go straight into it. As you can see on the screen, UFC 281 Adesanya versus Pereira on November 12th, Saturday, November 12th. In the UK is going to be 3 AM GMT. The main card, Madison Square Garden, New York, United States. You can see the main card. Like I said, the main event, Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. And also we'll have other fights. The co-main event, Carla Esparza defending her strawweight title against Zhang Weili, and then Dustin Poirier fighting Michael Chandler. We have legend Frankie Edgar taking on Chris Gutierrez, and then to kickstart the main card we have Dan Hooker versus Claudio Puelles. Another fascinating fight on this card is the light heavyweight fight between Dominic Reyes, number 7, versus Ryan Spann, number 12. Another fight I like so much, and it's going to be in the early prelims, is between Matt Favola versus Uthman Azeta. I'll be doing the breakdown of this fight also as well. But before we go straight into breaking down the Adesanya and Pereira fight, please make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, turn on post notification, and share your thoughts. Tell us what you think about this breakdown. Give us your opinion, who you think will win this fight, what will be the path victory for each fighter. We would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section, and also give us a criticism as well. We would like to improve day after day. Thank you. Let's jump straight into this video. As you can see on the screen, we have the tail of the tape. Israel Adesanya, 23 fights, 1 loss. That's his record, 23-1. Alex Pereira, 6-1. The newcomer, still very young in his MMA career. He hasn't fought so much, and I'll walk you through some also key information here. Israel Adesanya, 15 wins by KO and 8 wins by decision. He has not won before by submission. Likewise, Alex Pereira as well. He has 5 wins by KO and 1 win by decision. His only defeat came via submission. Adesanya only defeat came via decision. So Adesanya Nigerian, Alex Pereira Brazilian. Adesanya 6'4", Pereira 6'4", same height, fantastic, 185-pound division, the middleweight division. Adesanya 80-inch, the hand reach, compared to 79-inch hand reach of Alex Pereira, so 1 inch longer. Israel Adesanya has also the leg advantage, half an inch longer than Alex Pereira, 44.5 against 44, so that is fantastic. So let's take a look at the wins by. You can see Adesanya has 68% winning ratio by KO. Alex Pereira 83% by KO. Like I mentioned, 5 wins out of 6 by KO for Alex Pereira. Submission 0-0 submission. They've not won by submission. By decision, Alex Pereira has won 17% decision, which is one decision win in his MMA career. Israel Adesanya 32% decision win, which is his 8th decision win so far in his MMA career. Adesanya has spent more time in the octagon. Remember, this is going to be his 6th title defense. He has fought more 5-round fights, and he spent minimum of the average time of 18.09 minutes. That's his average fighting time, compared to 7.38 average fight time for Alex Pereira. Meaning Alex Pereira has been in the octagon no more than 2 rounds the majority of his fights. Israel Adesanya has been in the octagon for at least 3 rounds and above. So fantastic. Israel Adesanya put in close to 1 knockdown per 15 minutes. Alex Pereira has a vicious left hook. He puts people down 1.3 knockdown per 15 minutes. So there's guaranteed to see 1 knockdown in every fight of Alex Pereira. So this is important. Now let's move to significant strike. Another key things to look out here. Israel Adesanya 3.93 significant strike, almost 4 strike land per minute. Alex Pereira throw almost 6.5 strike per minute. Fantastic. Alex Pereira throws significant strike, 60% significant strike, meaning out of his 6 strike, possibility of landing 4 significant strike is there. Israel Adesanya 49% significant strike. Almost out of his 4 strike, 2 of his strikes are going to land significant strikes. Adesanya absorbed 2.67 strikes per minute. Alex Pereira 3.36 strike per minute. So what he's telling us here is that Adesanya is more defensive. He is very, very good with his defense and a good head movement, so Adesanya does not eat so much shot. So per minute he takes in almost 3 strikes. Alex Pereira takes in almost 3.5 strikes per minute. He absorbs more strike. When you look at the defense, striking defense, Israel Adesanya has a little bit more advantage in the striking defense. His head movement and his guard and all that. 59% striking defense compared to 58% of Alex Pereira. So it's very similar. Both of them are good with defense. We'll move to their grappling exchanges. Here we have nothing to talk about. Both of them have landed 0 takedown, no takedown from both ends. Takedown accuracy 0-0. And Adesanya has 78% takedown defense. Very, very big as well. Most people who have met Adesanya in person physically, or those who have fought him, have said the guy is mostly stronger than you guys thought or than you think. Adesanya has 78% takedown defense compared to 73% takedown defense for Alex Pereira. Adesanya has attempted submission in the UFC 0.19 submission attempt per 15 minutes compared to 0 of Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira has attempted submission in the past in previous promotion, but in the UFC he has not actually attempted submission. And most of the stats here are going to be towards the UFC stats. So let's go back to. So this is all I can say about the tail of the tape. I think I've said the most important information we need to know. Adesanya has defended his title 5 times. This is going to be a 6th title defense. And Adesanya is on the 3-fight winning streak. Alex Pereira is on the 6-fight winning streak. I beg your pardon, 6-fight winning streak. Alex Pereira lost his first MMA fight, his debut. He lost via rear naked choke submission to Kwamel Otoni in 2015 at Jungle Fight 82. He lost that fight via rear naked choke in round number 3. So since then he has been on a winning streak, 6-fight winning streak. Israel Adesanya 3-fight winning streak. Israel Adesanya has defeated the likes of, has defended his title against Robert Whittaker, Martin Vittori, Gerard Cannonier, Roy Romero, Paulo Costa, and Alex Pereira has fought the likes of the top names like Bruno Silva, a top fight for him, and maybe Sean Strickland. So far, these are the credible names I can mention. He has not fought anybody credible in mixed martial arts compared to the level of Adesanya. So let's jump straight into the next one. We're going to be looking at the next point I mentioned, key weapons. Like I mentioned to you guys, Israel Adesanya has some incredible key weapons, significant weapons. Same with Alex Pereira. Both guys are high level stand-up guys. They are strikers. So I'll be walking you through some of their key weapons going into this fight, UFC 281. Israel Adesanya, one thing to look out for is his leg kicks. He has fantastic leg kicks. He also works in the body as well. He has good body kicks and also head kick. You guys remember his question mark kick. He has knocked out 2 fighters in the past with his question mark kick or put them in danger. Remember Derek Bronson, the knockout came from a head kick, from a question mark kick. Israel Adesanya is a counter striker. His striking approach is counter striking. He goes with that 1-2 counter and goes in with right hand to knock you out. Israel Adesanya also has stiff jabs. He has his jabs are stinging jabs. Israel Adesanya also has great feint, good defense. That's why you can see his defense 59%. Israel Adesanya can move his head, can move almost like Spider-Man or like the Matrix. He has similar movement with Anderson Silva. Has good head movement, good defense, keep his guard high. Israel Adesanya also has great defense, like I mentioned. When it comes to the grappling area, Israel Adesanya is most likely to go in with a guillotine choke, a rear naked choke. These are his most favorite submission once he get the opportunity. But we've not seen that from Adesanya before, no submission, so we don't know. So this is with Adesanya. Now I'm going to move to Alex Pereira. Key weapon. His key weapon is the left hook. His left hook is devastating. In his mixed martial art career so far, 2 of his wins are by left hook, 1 win by flying knee. Also, he has a flying knee, which he has used so many times in kickboxing to knock out opposition. He knocked out his first opponent in the UFC. I can't remember the name at the moment. His first fight, his debut, was via flying knee. He has vicious left hook and flying knee. And also, Alex Pereira has an incredible, devastating uppercut. Uppercut is another thing you can see. Alex Pereira, initially I mentioned Israel Adesanya is dangerous. It's a counter striker. But Alex Pereira is a counter striker. He counter strike on the clinch or in the clinch, in clinch position. He throw in that vicious knee. He counter strike. He throw in uppercut when you are in clinch. So Alex Pereira is very, very dangerous in the clinch position. But the question, can he get close to Israel Adesanya in this fight? We're going to find out as we progress in this breakdown. Alex Pereira likely submission move is going to be guillotine choke as well. Armbar, he always tries to go for that armbar. So Adesanya is going to be very, very wary in this fight, very careful when going in. If he goes in to shoot for takedown, Alex Pereira can go in and get that guillotine choke or that armbar. So I've seen that in previous fight. He's likely to go for armbar, submission, guillotine choke, or rear naked choke. One thing to note is that both fighters seems to have decent grappling, but we don't know how good their grappling is. Alex Pereira has been training with top guys. He trains with Global Teixeira, another incredible grappler, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu expert. So I don't know how Alex Pereira has developed when it comes to his grappling. He has decent grappling. He can submit you if you get opportunity. But Alex Pereira is not very, very well known for his ground game. So will this fight be the fight that will show that? Can he take Israel Adesanya down? We never can tell. But I believe Alex Pereira will prefer to stand against Israel Adesanya because what I've seen, he seems to be a dangerous fighter in the clinch. Israel Adesanya seems to be the dangerous fighter when it comes to keeping a distance. He has a longer reach and the same height, longer reach, and also has a leg reach advantage. So we would like to keep the fight and keep the distance, jab, throw leg kicks, throw body kicks, and all that. We'll get to that shortly. Next is going to be the fight breakdown. So how do I see this fight playing out? A lot of people are expecting to see a wrestling grappling fight along the line. People believe Israel need to grapple to beat Alex Pereira. That's a tricky one. Maybe, possibly, Alex Pereira doesn't want to go down. He doesn't like to be taken to the ground. So maybe that could be a key point people are looking at. But also, Alex Pereira is dangerous on the ground. Israel Adesanya may be thinking, I'll take this guy down and dominate, and Alex Pereira will find a submission in there. I think Alex Pereira is going to be a better grappler. That's how I feel, because of the caliber of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu he has trained with and people he's trained around. So he may be looking to set Israel Adesanya, to set a trap for Israel Adesanya. So I will not recommend Adesanya going in there trying to get a submission earlier on. So how do I see this fight playing out? In the first round, I see both fighters coming in, striking. Alex Pereira rushing at times. Like I said, he's high-paced striker. He comes in, rush in. He's very, very good at when it comes to the clinch position, trying to push Adesanya to the cage, work the body. He has very, very incredible combinations. Work the body, throw flying nails, and leg kicks and all that. So he's going to work more on the clinch. Adesanya will be trying to keep the distance earlier on the fight. Like I mentioned, Adesanya has that incredible leg kick that no one in the middleweight division has. Adesanya will be keeping the distance in the first round, chopping Alex Pereira's leg, trying to make sure he does damage to the leg, and trying to also neutralize Alex Pereira's movement. Once he can do that, Adesanya will now be able to move a bit closer to Alex Pereira, knowing that he's going to be moving closer, working the body, chopping the legs, and throwing that question mark kicks. So this is going to be interesting to see how this fight plays out. In the first round, is going to be a very, very close striking fight. Adesanya will be using the jabs, Alex Pereira will be trying to rush in. And if Alex Pereira also made the mistake of rushing in all the time, Adesanya will set him up using his feint and using his counter strike to knock him out, similar to what he did against Paulo Costa and similar to what he did against Robert Whittaker. We all remember what happened to Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker was doing decently well, rushing in, and Israel Adesanya feint, defended, and went with that counter right and finished Robert Whittaker. So similar thing will happen to Alex Pereira. So I believe he's not going to rush in early. I believe he's going to be trying to go in when there's opportunity to rush. He's only going to rush in when he sees Adesanya is hot. Adesanya similar, likewise, the same thing. He's not going to rush in on Alex Pereira. That's not his style. He lets you come to him, and that's why people call him boring these days. You want the belt, come take the belt from me. That's his style of fighting. He doesn't rush in and try to finish you. Adesanya will pick you apart, as they always say. He works the body, chop the legs, work the body, throw question mark kicks, head kicks, and get you hot or get you vulnerable, and then he goes in there to finish you. That is his style. He picks you apart. So Alex Pereira would also be wary of that. So I see the first two rounds going this way, and then the third round, Adesanya may be looking at this time for me to grapple. If Alex Pereira is very, very vulnerable, limping on his leg, Adesanya may want to go for that takedown. Shoot for takedown, take Alex Pereira to the ground and try to finish him and dominate him on the ground, or try to even submit Alex Pereira. On the other hand, Alex Pereira will also want to shoot for takedown if he's badly damaged on the leg as well. So he knows, I can't keep this standing, let me just take this to the ground. So in the third round, we will likely see these guys going to the ground if the fight gets to the third round, because I see Alex Pereira and going into this fight trying to finish Adesanya. That's his only path to victory for me. The clear path to victory for me. Adesanya can keep this fight from the distance, work Alex Pereira, work the body, work the leg, and then try to win either by KOTK if the chance comes up, if it is an opening, or by decision. So this is how the third round will play. I don't see this fight going past the fourth round. I see Israel Adesanya finishing Alex Pereira in the fourth round, because Alex Pereira, for me, I feel he has not gone to the distance. Most of his fights, all his fights are within the first 3 rounds. We cannot tell how good his gas tank is. Israel Adesanya can walk, like I say, pick Alex Pereira apart and then go in the fourth round to try to finish Alex Pereira. So that's what I think will happen. Or alternatively, in the fourth round, Alex Pereira can also get Israel Adesanya finish as well. If Israel Adesanya is badly hurt, if you remember what happened against Bruno Silva. In the second and third round, Alex Pereira switched the game upside down, caused damage, good uppercut, left hook, right hook, and he got Bruno Silva vulnerable. He was doing the chicken dance at some point in time. If that fight was to go the fourth round, Alex Pereira would have finished Bruno Silva. And in that third round, Alex Pereira was going with a nail to the body, flying in and all that. So if Alex Pereira noticed Israel Adesanya is hot in the third round, instead of going for the takedown, he's going to finish Israel Adesanya in that fourth round with the kneel, with the body shots, body kicks, and then and try to finish Israel Adesanya, also looking for that left hook to connect somewhere. So I don't see this fight going past the fourth round. So this is my own little fight breakdown. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but here's my opinion. Now I'm going to go to the fourth phase, which is the advantages of both fighters, which is supposed to come in the third phase, but I decided to leave this for the fourth stage. The advantages of both fighters. Adesanya has advantage when it comes to the fight experience. Adesanya is a veteran in the game. 24 fights in MMA is no joke. Alex Pereira 7 fights, almost 4 times the number of fights. Alex Pereira has almost 4 times the number of fights Alex Pereira has at the moment. Adesanya has fought killers, Roy Romero, and when he wasn't given any chance, Paulo Costa, Robert Whittaker, he wasn't given a chance. He has fought Marvin Vettori, even Gerard Cannonier, and he made it look easy. They could not go in there and get the belt from him. So Israel Adesanya has the experience. So It could be a good thing for Alex Pereira if he can get the victory, but this is well set up for Israel Adesanya to get this victory. Alex Pereira may look like a beast, but he isn't as experienced as Israel Adesanya. He is going to be I believe Israel Adesanya will make this fight look so simple that people will be like, we thought this guy was better than this. Israel Adesanya is going to pick Alex Pereira apart. So fight advantage is his advantage. Israel Adesanya fight experience is his advantage. Israel Adesanya has incredible gas tank, as you can see on the screen. When it comes to his fighting time, majority of his fight after he won the belt, or from when he won the belt, was 5-round fights. So Israel Adesanya has been in almost 7 5-round fights. So we can tell for sure Israel can go 4 rounds clean without looking tired, unless if he's damaged or he's badly hurt. Alex Pereira, we've not seen him go beyond the 3rd round, and over in the 3rd round, if you take him down, he gets tired easily on the ground. He always tries to scramble and get back up. So how good is Alex Pereira? How good is his gas tank? How durable is Alex Pereira? We don't know. So Adesanya has advantage when it comes to the gas tank, when it comes to durability, when it comes to fighting experience. These are the key 3 things. When it comes to the grappling, I believe Alex Pereira has advantage in the grappling, because like I said, he worked with some top grapplers. Israel Adesanya also will definitely have grappling skills, but may not be on the same level with Alex Pereira. That's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to the striking as well, I think in counter striking, I think Adesanya versus Alex Pereira is the better counter striker. Both are counter striker, but Alex Pereira can counter strike any position. He can counter strike in tight position, in the clinch. That is what he's good at. He uses kneel, he uses the left hook to put you out. He throws combination instantaneously. He can get you on the fence and walk you with some massive shots to the face. So I think Alex Pereira has advantage in that aspect, but I think when it comes to defense, both grappling defense and stand-up defense, Israel Adesanya has advantage in the stand-up defense. I think he's going to work well with his feint. He's going to defend better, good head movement, keeping his guard high, checking leg kicks and all that. So I think Adesanya has advantage when it comes to defense, and this is where the fighting experience comes into play. And when it comes to championship round, the 4th round, like I mentioned earlier, this is what Adesanya will light up the fight. Will show his credibility, will show his championship mindset. You saw what he did against Kevin Gastelum. Kevin Gastelum was winning that fight at some point in time. It was a close fight, but Israel Adesanya switched and showed that championship mindset within the 4th and 5th round, and that's how he won that fight. So Israel Adesanya will be able to switch that fight, and also goes down to mentality as well. Alex Pereira may be thinking, I have the advantage, I've defeated this guy twice, and I'm also going to defeat him again this time around the stand-up. So these are the key things you have to pay attention to. And I think another key advantage, like I mentioned, Israel Adesanya was going to walk Alex Pereira down, chop him bit by bit. What do I mean by that? Pick him apart. Israel Adesanya is known for that, walking the legs, leg kicks, body kick, head kicks, destroying you and neutralizing your power. So this is another advantage of Israel Adesanya. Alex Pereira, like I mentioned, that left hook, he can disguise you as well, good feint as well. Goes in with the kneel, flying kneel, or with the leg kick, and then he goes in without 1-2 combination and throw that left hook there, or also massive uppercut. So this fight is going to be a classic fight. I think I've said all I need to say with regards to the fight breakdown. So here's my prediction now. I see Israel Adesanya winning this fight clearly in 2 ways. Israel Adesanya has been winning lately by decision. So I see Israel Adesanya picking Alex Pereira apart, using his jab, keeping the distance, walking the leg, chopping the leg kicks, and then winning points. This is another way. So if Izzy can do this for the whole 5th round, Israel Adesanya is going to win this fight via decision. But what has happened in the past, Israel Adesanya is coming to this fight trying to get one back, trying to get a revenge. And a revenge will signify, a revenge simply means KO TKO or submission. Winning on point will be labeled boring, running away and all that. So Israel Adesanya has something to prove, not for the fans but for himself. He will want to go in there and finish Alex Pereira. So I see Israel Adesanya finish Alex Pereira in the 3rd round or in the 4th round, depending on when Alex Pereira is vulnerable or is being neutralized or is tired. So after third round, how can Alex Pereira cope after third round? We're going to find out. So Israel Adesanya will likely finish Alex Pereira in the third or fourth round, similar to what he did to Paulo Costa, break him down, and then go in for the TKO. Israel Adesanya can also get a submission if Alex Pereira shoots for submission, and Israel Adesanya will be looking for that opening as well. But that is the rare chance for Israel Adesanya. I don't see Israel Adesanya going in for that submission. I see him winning by KO TKO or by decision. So fourth round KO TKO. Now to Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira can also win this fight in two ways. He can win this fight by KO TKO. KO, most likely left hook KO. In the first two rounds, he'll be looking to make this fight a quick fight, especially if his gas tank is suspect. He want to go in there and finish Adesanya early. Go in there, work on the clinch where he is very, very good at, create damage, create problems for Adesanya, and use his combinations, use his right hand, uppercut, left hook, kneel to the body, kneel to the head, try to finish Adesanya in the first two rounds. If he can't do that up to the third round, there will be a problem. That's where, if his gas tank is suspect, we are going to find out. So Alex Pereira will be doing this. Or the next thing he will do, if Adesanya is vulnerable, Adesanya may want to shoot for takedown and take the fight to the ground in the second or third round, depending on who is sustaining damage. If Adesanya is taking damage and he wants to switch position, Adesanya may shoot him for the takedown, just like what Bruno Silva did against Alex Pereira. Bruno Silva was shooting for takedown because he could not match up Alex Pereira's striking. He was shooting for takedowns. Alex Pereira was stuffing takedowns. So if Adesanya shoots for takedowns when he's vulnerable, Alex Pereira could walk in there and use the guillotine choke, a rear naked choke, or armbar to finish Israel Adesanya. Or alternatively, if Alex Pereira is also badly hurt and feel, okay, this is the best opportunity for me to go in and get the submission, he can take Adesanya down and try to finish Adesanya. So this is the occasion. So I think Alex Pereira can win this fight by KO TKO early within round 2, round 3, or he wins by submission. Accidental opening. I believe his part to victory is going to be mistakes from Adesanya point of view, accidental mistake, unaware situation, catching Adesanya off guard either by left hook or getting that submission somehow. Maybe Adesanya is shooting for a takedown and he gets his neck trapped in Alex Pereira's arm. So Alex Pereira may win by guillotine. But for me, my prediction is going to be Israel Adesanya. The reasons are clear. He has fought better composition, he has fought better competition, fought better opponent. He has massive fight experience, great fight IQ, also a very good stand-up fighter. He can match Alex Pereira toe to toe, has incredible takedown defense, also has some good grappling on his own. He can pick you apart from distance. He can also counter strike and knock you out. So, and also has that great engine, that gas tank. So I see Israel Adesanya winning this fight on the stand-up. He's going to win this fight in the fourth round, third or fourth round by KO TKO. Or the worst case scenario, Adesanya will win this fight by decision. So here you have it, guys. Make sure to like our video, subscribe to our channel, turn on post notifications. See you some other time. Tell us what you think about our preview. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, support our channel, and we'll see you some other time. Bye for now, the African Fighters.